playing comedy operation, where you pluck a joke out of the the little board there without making the guy's nose light up and kill everything. And it makes the show really accessible to people like me and people like my wife who are just nerd adjacent. And
by definition, she's always nerd adjacent.
She is always nerd adjacent. That's right. And I just wondered if you could talk a little bit about that creative tension. And a guy on my blog really wanted to know how challenging it was to sell the idea of this show that is about geeks doing geeky things to a network that may have been a little bit nervous about thinking, gosh, is that audience going to actually be there for this show?
Well, first of all,
let's introduce Steve. We're Steve, and Lee Aronson too. Let's a couple of great writers.
Stand up, Joe. Stand up.
Great writers.
And Steve Milaro, whose willingness to share the details from his very, very sad, geeky childhood on a regular basis, part of what you watch every week. There was never a discussion that I recall, I'm turning to you, Chuck, about the show being too geeky or anything like that with CBS.
No, CBS was, they got it right away. They've been very supportive. I'm not known for being really appreciative of CBS and network executives, but they've been terrific.
Some of my favorite jokes on the show are like Homo habilis discovering his opposable thumb says what, and spherical chicken in a vacuum. And are these things that you ever worry? Like, if you have to go and explain to people like this is why that's funny? Well, listen, I hope the network executives won't listen, but the average nerd is a little bit more tuned into these things than executives are.
We presume an intelligent audience, so it's not, you just start out from that, and then let the chips fall.
I also asked on Twitter if people had any questions, and someone on Twitter called Kunal Nayar wanted to know, did you cast Kunal Nayar because of his good looks or because of his talent?
Did you have in the pilot, Kunal?
I did this and said smooth. So it's probably because of my good looks.
He's clearly a brilliant comic actor. We're very fortunate to find him.
Simon, speaking of comedic actors, you have a great deal of improv and sketch comedy experience, both live in the theater and also on television. And
you guys like television? Television got a round of applause.
And all of you are really terrific comedic actors. And I wondered, Simon, with improv experience, do you get to play on the set the same way that you would get to play in an improv show? Do you get to bring some of your own ideas? And if you don't, do you miss that?
Well, I write all my own lines. It's just sort of, there's usually a to be determined section whenever I speak. I happen to be really schooled in physics, so it works out well. No, I trust the writers, these writers, all the writers on our show, and the actors so much. I don't ever see any need to, to do anything, to tweak anything. And if we have ideas, I mean, we can all talk, but it's on the page, and yeah, it's this is a different medium. I think it's very structured, and so no, I don't miss it because I'm never left out with my pants down, which would be funny. I think I pitched that, but no, so I can't get my pants off, the ones they put on the show. So yeah, it's an amazing group. And
a lot of readers on my blog wanted to know what the deal is with Howard's alien pin.
I think it's top secret. I'm not, it's kind of this, it's a mystery. And when I say that it's top secret, it kind of means that I don't even know. But Mary Quigley is our brilliant wardrobe person, and it was an idea she had. And I don't know, maybe he was abducted and that was it is on everything, and he's always got the turtleneck. I think there might be some neck scarring that he's hiding, some facelifts. Howard is 109.